You are.
We ready?
Ready.
Well, if we're driving, we're slapping. Let's put a number on this baby. What we got?
This is episode 355 of SlapperCast, y'all.
355. Episode 355. This is the weekly talk show, the #1 rated rock and roll podcast with Blaggards. We are soon to be northbound, and we're heading up to a place called Gillespie's. Can you show them the shirt there, Turbo?
Show the back.
Look at that.
Yes.
Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. What is that? This is going to be embarrassing. Wait till you see the thong up top. Everybody, how was your Thanksgiving?
Excellent.
Yeah, what'd you have?
I had vegetarian meatloaf.
Vegetarian meatloaf
Yeah.
for Thanksgiving with 2 hot chicks, I believe, right?
Yes.
Wendy and...
Mom.
Yes. How was the lovely Judy?
She's wonderful.
You better tell her I said hello.
I will.
All right.
She's doing great.
Good. Good to hear. How's Franklin?
Franklin is doing good.
How was your Thanksgiving? Your Franksgiving?
My Franksgiving was great. It was nice to a little bit of a rest. I went over to a friend's house and we had a turkey breast, stuffing, some instant mashed potatoes.
Hey, this is that rated PG. Would you keep it clean there?
I'm
Thanks.
sorry. Scratch all that. We're going to have to tone it down from this point. Long story short, a lot of good food. Yeah, great company, great friends as well. And great holiday around. No complaints.
Nice.
Did you call Mom and Dad?
I did talk to them last night, yeah.
That's good to hear. What about you, Turbo?
No, I had amazing turkey. Went over to my in-laws' house. I carve the turkey every year, so I'm like,
Did you?
oh yeah, love it. My mother-in-law makes this like potato cheese thing. Oh my gosh, I'm just like, if she made it every day, I'd eat it every day. I can't.
PG.
Yeah, football. I took a nap. I don't take naps. I took a nap. I was so stuffed. I just overloaded, and I was like, I'm gonna go lay down. And my mother-in-law was like, do you want a blanket? She's like, let him rest. He's always busy. I go over there and I just get spoiled. And Stacy's like, Mom! And she's just like, no, I got it for him. Like, oh, it's so good.
That's
I'm not gonna lie.
nice to be spoiled.
Oh yeah. What about you?
Nice to be spoiled. Well, I made pot roast, believe it or not. Yeah, I made a couple of pot roasts, and I had a neighbor come over, and Julie and her family came over, and it was pretty good. I made mashed potatoes, but I also made crock pot, potatoes, carrots. And I have to say, pretty good. But then again, I'm pretty good with meat, as they say.
Anyway, I thought we were keeping this PG here.
Oh, sorry. MEET.
Man, he called you back out.
I know.
He's cracking up.
He's
Did you have any leftovers in the middle of the night? Like, did you get up and eat?
No.
No morning? Did you have no breakfast leftovers?
I didn't even overeat. I made a dessert that I have not made since Ireland, since I was a child in Ireland, which was 140 years ago-ish. They call it flapjacks. It's made with oatmeal, molasses, butter, brown sugar. I made them, and not as good as I remember, but still made it from memory, which is pretty good.
So they're not pancakes? Flapjacks?
No. No, this is the proper flapjacks. Flapjacks over here are just pancakes. Yeah, no, these are oatmeal, molasses, butter, sugar, brown sugar, baked.
Do you serve it the same way as pancakes?
There's nothing to do with pancakes. Just stop with the pancakes.
Well,
He's trying.
there's slang over here. Flapjacks is slang for pancakes.
Well, that's why I said Ireland, and I didn't say the U.S.
Well, what did it look like? What is the outcome?
Looks like a granola bar, like a big baked granola bar, like a meatloaf made out of granola. It's this big thing. It actually turned out pretty good.
Interesting.
Not as good.
That helps. Actually, in your defense chat, I was thinking of flapjack pancakes the whole time. So appreciate the clarification, boss man.
That's I can attest to the fact that you always think of pancakes.
And why is that?
Because I've often seen your breakfast tray. It's pretty pancake filled. Would you agree?
On vacation, yes, but on a regular day, no.
Yeah. I don't understand back me up or come at me on this one, but I do not understand I've had them before, and my creed is pancakes must float if you're gonna have them, because they're not that good. This is floury, big sack of shit. But if you can eat pancakes, they gotta float. I put some with syrup on them. It's gonna.
Yeah.
But I can't. Who came up with that? Who said, "Hey, let's put a bunch of fucking sugar on these floury,"
You don't really eat like that anymore, though.
No.
There were. I mean, and he's not even exaggerating. There have been times when we've eaten gone House of Pies or something where he's literally asked for more syrup. Like he dumps everything that's there on the table. And then there'll be like 2 extra things coming from the waitress for him to achieve what he's going for with pancakes. It's
That's right.
unreal.
Same thing as Waffle House too, man. You gotta eat that fucking waffle. You gotta float that bitch. She's got gasping for air, but
It's something else to say.
yeah. What is the worst breakfast?
The worst?
Yeah. What's the worst breakfast? Like you sit down at the table, somebody serves you that, and there's gonna be a fight. What's the worst thing you can think of? I would say something like a bowl of Lucky Charms or any of those cereals, that look like a unicorn threw up, or on your,
I mean, I'm definitely not taking Lucky Charms, but I'm gonna go plain oatmeal.
That's the worst.
That's the worst.
Okay, just plain oatmeal, like
Plain
no
oatmeal.
no fruit in it, no.
Yeah,
no
you gotta
sugar.
put a banana in it or something.
Fine.
You gotta put something. Yeah, because cereals, I don't eat cereal.
No, I don't either. And it's funny. Again, I haven't done the research on this, but I have heard a lot of these nutritionists that would say that the obesity epidemic in the States started with the introduction of the Fruit Loops and the Lucky Charms, all that sugary, all that cereal. I also heard another study where they fed that stuff to the rats, lab rats, and they ended up eating the box in place of the
Really?
cereal. Yeah, it's just so bad. It's just so like, for instance, we told the story. We were trying to knock the subway out of Frank's there on one story, and we were explaining how Subway were not allowed to sell what they call bread in Ireland because of the sugar content of the bread. It's a dessert. It's a pastry. You can't sell that as a bread. So they had to redo their recipe for bread in Ireland, in Europe. They couldn't sell it.
And I have to admit, I did not know about any of that at all until Bossman here taught me about that. And then I also log food into an app that I use just to keep track of sodium levels, calories, and all that. And then I was like, for this whole sandwich, wow, this is more sodium than I would have anticipated.
Yeah.
So actually, I've got nothing against Subway's food, but I have not been there since that other episode.
Well, I don't understand. How can you make fresh bread smell like a homeless man's flip-flop? You know what I mean? Like, how can you make it smell so fucking bad
I know.
that you would prefer to lick the pavement outside a fucking public restroom, than, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so bad. It's so bad. It's just...
The thing I always hated about their bread is like it's like air. Like there's no, as I recall, there's no substance to it really. It's just kind of,
flavorless, pointless, worthless. It's just evil.
I think you can kind of apply that question to the whole study you were mentioning about the rats eating the cereal box rather
versus
than
the
Fruit
yeah.
Loops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look at these nutrition facts and things a lot more, and I'm like, holy cow, this is a lot of added sugar. Or even like on just a can of soda, which I was never a big soda drinker to begin with, but I see 75% added sugar for your recommended daily diet. I'm like, I would rather eat that in like a brownie or a dessert rather than drinking a beverage.
We're talking about sodium too. It's not just any luncheon meat. I used to love luncheon meat.
Yeah.
They're all that stuff is just loaded with ridiculous amounts of sodium. Like you get a week's amount. Like one serving is like a week's amount of sodium, or certainly more than a day's worth.
Yeah.
In one sandwich.
Yeah, I do not understand now why I was so. I think it was the speed, having that, sandwich on hand, all that shit. I understand it now, the efficiency of having that but I just don't eat that stuff anymore. I have a friend of mine, good friend of mine, Kent, gave me this T-shirt, and it says Spam on it. It's got the logo. It's this Hormel Spam logo, and I thought that was a Monty Python. I just thought that was funny because of Monty Python's Spam skit. Spam, 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 spam. So when I wear that shirt, and I don't know if you know this, you probably can't tell because it's 64 degrees on a beautiful sunny day here in lovely Texas. In the South, Spam is actually a very popular meat.
Yeah.
Very popular. Not as popular as Frank and LeBear, but it's, it's up there. Nearly every time I wear that shirt, somebody will stop me and give me a recipe for it. Hey man, have you tried it with... And I go, no, I don't eat this shit. It comes in a can. It looks like Jeffrey Dahmer was like, making a dessert. It's awful. It's the wrong color. It's got jelly on it. There's nothing redeeming about this stuff. The only thing only thing spam is good for is chucking at somebody. If they, you know, right?
I used to love it when I was a kid. I got
Jelly on it.
It's got jelly on it. Have you ever
know.
seen it?
Yeah.
I know. All I was thinking was we should put that on Subway bread. Like,
Yeah.
just goes the whole way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is making me think that guys, we need to make sure we play all right notes at Gillespie's and shows going forward, so we don't have spam chucked at us. Yeah.
Yes, because I won't take it out of the can. You get it right in the skull.
With the jelly.
Yeah. It's got jelly in it. It looks like somebody like trying to preserve a brain. Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah, it's so good.
So give me your no calories, no sodium, no bullshit. Just what is your guilty pleasure food wise? What's your go-to?
Nachos for me.
Nachos?
I'm gonna say bean burritos.
Really?
Yep.
It's boring. Chad?
Pizza.
Pizza.
Cheese pizza.
I mean, that's probably the most accessible one for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I just need to get something.
Okay. So is there anything decadent?
Like I'm seeking out.
Yeah.
Red quesadilla, El Taco. I mean, I just can't wait for us to get a show down there because I want to have you try one so bad. I want you to diss it because I'm ready. I'm like, oh, let's go.
You're in trouble.
Yeah, it's so good.
So here we go again on this road up north, leaving our beloved Houston. This week coming up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, slapper lovers and gentle lovers. So we got Friday, Molly's, no cover charge, adults only, 21 and up. No cover, but it's going to be an adult show. Nothing PG about this one. That's Molly's in Conroe, one of our absolute favorites. We got Nicole and the gang working for you, working with us this coming Friday. And then Sunday, we're going to be playing at a place called Rockefeller's, Houston icon. I mean, as far as music goes, Albert King's played there. Stevie Ray Vaughan's played there. I mean, anybody that's ever, Lyle Lovett's played. I mean, all these huge names, Texas and beyond, have played here. This is our benefit that we do every year for the Open Door Mission. In the past, we used to do it for it was called Rock the Shelter. It's still called Rock the Shelter. But we were donating toys and clothes and whatnot to families in the Salvation Army Center. Now it's Open Door Mission, which is more a broad charity. They take care of rehabilitating these families. So basically, it used to be the toy drive. Now it's a fundraiser. We're trying to all these rehabilitating families and all these shelter dwellers. I want to say it was $50,000 we raised last year. It might have been over that. It might have been $60,000 we raised last year.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So I think it was. So this year, the ticket price is up there, but let me explain to you. It's going to be, I think it's $50 a person. However, that includes a meal. It includes the beautiful Rockefellers, which is, just fantastic. We have Clay Dias and the Soul Survivors opening the show. Then we have the Mighty York. And if you have not seen either of these bands, A, slap yourself in the wrist, B, slap yourself in the face, and C, slap somebody close by that didn't tell you about these bands, because Clay Dias is this phenomenal player, and he's backed up by Joe Shimensky and the Soul Survivor. They are just every time I see them, my jaw drops. They're so good.
Yeah.
And they put so much into it. They rehearse 2-3 times a week. They're tight as hell. Then the Mighty York, who is arguably one of the best guitar players in the country. Never mind, he's just beautiful old Houston, Texas. He's bluesy. He's soulful. He's got a voice like an angel. Incredible players. Always the sweetest guy in the room. And for the ability that man is carrying around in his hands and his voice, he really should be mean to people, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's the nicest guy in the world, and we're just lucky to know him. So Clay Dice and Soul Survivors, Mighty York, Blaggards, that's us. We are Blaggards. And then also we're gonna have the Harbor Light Choir singing. Again, if you want to be put in the Christmas spirit, if you want to have the Christmas spirit injected into you, this is how you do it.
Are they still going to Harbor Light, or are they something else now? Like Open Door Men's Ensemble or something like that?
Is it?
I'm not sure.
Did they change it?
I think they might have changed it. I could be wrong.
Let's just say it's the Beatles.
Yeah.
That way everybody is happy. It used to be called Harbor Light. That's right, they did change the name. What you need to know is the Christmas spirit shall be upon thee. It shall be within thee. It shall surround thee. Thou shalt be Christmased. So get yourself a ticket. Just even if you don't want to come to the show, you can donate to them. It's all on our website, blaggards.com. But it is truly a beautiful event. Kelly Shemensky, the wonderful, the angelic, the saint-like Kelly Shemensky, she decorates the place. She's got all the food. It's going to be it's going to be a sit-down dinner. It's not like a grab and plate thing. It's going to be really nice, and it's a beautiful event, and it really is for a great cause, and we're very excited about doing that again this year. So that is this coming Sunday. Molly's Friday, Rockefellers Sunday, rock the shelter, as they say. Then coming up after that, we got Sherwood, their Yule time, right?
Yeah, Sherwood on
December 1st. Then
13th, I think. Yeah,
13th. That sounds right.
And then next weekend is So Bandits.
That's right. On a Thursday. I was arrested on a Friday. Anyway, yeah, it's just I'm very excited about this. Very excited about our December calendar.
Yes.
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
I have a bonus topic, but I don't know if we should save this as a bonus thing for another episode.
I say put it on right now. Go.
Right.
What do you got?
So I know it's just going to send you off. I watched a interview with Sammy Hagar, that from like 2016, where he's talking to Dan Rather. Did you ever see that interview?
I wouldn't watch Sammy Hagar on fire.
You see, this is why I'm bringing this up. This was like from 2016. It was before Eddie Van Halen passed away, but it was after they had their falling out. You know, and Sammy wasn't touring with them anymore. Yeah. He was just talking about how when they went to that reunion tour and then the Sam and Dave tour and everything, Eddie was just such a total mess that he tried to get out of the tour him halfway through and stuff. But the thing that really, and he said, you know, he was saying a lot of really nice things about it. He said, man, I love Eddie. You know, he's got demons, man. He killed me to see him like that. Then Dan Rather's kind of drilling into the questions about David Lee Roth to get his opinion of him. And this is where Sammy's ego just really bubbled to the surface, because he could not. Sammy was saying that well, you know, David's a good showman and stuff, but, you know, and he was about to say, you know, he wanted to say he thinks he's a crap singer. He was going to say that. It's like, you know, I give him credit that he showed the world, you know, Eddie's talent. You know, that was what he gave the world, and like he could not bring himself to admit that Dave had anything to do beyond that with the success of the band. He praised his leadership skills. You know, Eddie's not a leader. You know, I'm a leader. David was a leader, but you know, Eddie's not a leader. And I'm sitting there going like, I know in his head, because Ted Templeton, this is another thing I heard, that Ted Templeton, the original producer of the band, when he first signed them, or so first started working with them, he didn't like Dave singing at first. Yeah. And he wanted to bring in Sammy from Montrose, who he was with at the time. Yeah. But he didn't do it, which was obviously the right decision. But the thing I kept sitting there thinking, looking at Sammy, was like, Sammy, David's a better songwriter than you are. I'm sorry, come on. If you had joined Van Halen, maybe they would have had some success, but it wouldn't have been the same thing at all. And he just can't see it, because David Lee Roth had an edge, and that Sammy just doesn't understand. And the Van Halen brothers, unfortunately, didn't really understand it either. But he just didn't get it, and that was the thing. I was watching this interview and just losing my mind. I was like, anyway, I just wanted to hear your take on that as well.
That's really interesting. I'm glad you watched that. I would agree that Sammy Hagar is definitely a good singer. You know, if you like that stuff, he's not my style. You know, and truth be told, a little embarrassed to say this, I saw him in concert when I was 14 years old in Alaska. And I remember as a 14-year-old saying, that was really good. It wasn't. I was a 14-year-old's version of a rock show. And it was a rock show. But it's just not my... if you put... Ain't Talking About Love, and I Can't Drive 55 side by side. I don't know... Well, I don't know who's in charge of who's judging this, but if you put those two songs side by side and you hear, you know, or you hear, you know, Janie's crying, or you hear even Ice Cream Man. I mean, Ice Cream Man is so silly, but it's got so much attitude. It's got so much rock and roll. To me, Sammy Hagar's Drive 55 is shut. I mean, no,
he's cheesy.
Thank you. I don't like that word. I need to come up with a word that's
exactly what it is. That's what I mean.
I'd love to argue with you, but
because a lot of people just see David's such a flashy performer and over the top.
He smoked his brain. He's still smoking his brains out.
Yeah.
When you smoke 2 packs of Marlboro Red, I don't know if it's Marlboro Red, but it's something that's it's pretty detrimental to your vocal cords and your, case in point. This is case in point. You may not like banter. You may not like yapping in between songs or whatever. But if you physically wrote down the David Lee Roth banter between songs and the Sammy Hagar.
Yeah.
It's the difference between Spam and Filet Mignon.
Yeah.
There's nothing, right?
Right.
There's no. Now I'll have to ask you, Turbo and Frank, are you guys familiar with Van Halen? Like early, old?
Vaguely.
I'm more than vaguely. I don't.
Yeah, no, I know. The reason I'm asking only because, like, Frank, do you have a favorite Van Halen song?
See, the name of it escapes me, but I know it has a little kind of synth intro, like that.
Jump?
That's a jump.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite?
I don't have a favorite.
You don't have a favorite? Chad, do you have a favorite Van Halen song?
Oh gosh, it's hard.
I know. It's
Probably Panama. I mean, that's the one that always
Oh, that's good.
That's
was
great.
on the radio when they first kind of came to my attention. I just love that riff.
And again, when you hear "Run with the Devil," Panama, "Hot for Teacher," I mean, and then deep cuts. You want to go Drop Dead Legs. You want to listen to Drop Dead Legs, or the one that Michael McDonald wrote the lyrics for. Did you know that?
Oh, that's right.
I know we talked about it.
Yeah.
But Michael McDonald wrote the lyrics for "I'll Wait."
Yeah.
I mean, and again, one of the darkest David Lee Roth era songs, but the song is just brilliant.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely not. People do not say, "I want to hear Right Now." They don't want to. They don't want to hear Pound Cake.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear. You know what I mean? It's just.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. I know some people love that stuff, and then the kids that came up at that time, that's a special place in their heart, right? But you cannot take. And I'll just go back to Mean Streets, early Van Halen, right? You take Mean Streets, and then you take Is This Love? I mean, no.
I was thinking of one of my favorite examples, a really simple example of David's quirky
Yeah.
writing and Jump. A song that he didn't even want to do at first. He turned it into something brilliant because his lyrics are just this great. I don't even know how to really describe it, but the second verse starts off, "Oh, hey you, who said that?" Yeah, you did. It's kind of like one talking to himself for no reason at all. Just very, very weird and quirky stuff that only somebody like David would have come up with that.
Yeah.
And that edge was just totally gone when he left.
Yeah.
The other thing that Hagar was saying in this interview is like he thought it was a myth that fans were disgruntled when he joined the band. When the Van Hagar era started. So I think that just started after we had a falling out. Then everybody hated me after that. And I was like, I don't know, man. I remember very distinctly in the the late '80s when that started. All of us were like, "This sucks."
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This has turned from something edgy to something cheesy.
Yeah, and like the Subway bread, it's very light and it's very lacking in weight.
Yeah.
It just went to that, and they sold a lot of records.
Sure.
They sold a lot of records, and they went, they got their number ones and all that stuff.
It's a different fan base.
Yes, yeah. And it's also it's a different time. And then if you want to just go back to, who was in charge of making the videos in the David Lee Roth, who was in charge of their company, so their videos now turn into this collage of black and white pictures and artsy. It took all the rock out of it and replaced it with art, or the Van Halen videos stand up today. David Lee Roth's videos and songs stand up today. They stand up alone in their. Yeah. It's just it's magnificent. And it's you're right, Chad. This is a topic. This is one of those topics where when we go Thin Lizzy and you start talking guitar players, you're essentially telling somebody, you're walking into their house going, "Fuck your furniture, fuck your couch, fuck your paint, fuck your decoration, you're awful. And these people get up because this is their band. And Van Halen is not just an iconic American rock band, but they are one of the greatest to ever, do it. I mean, again, starting the stadium tours, the sold out football arenas, these monsters, and Just 4 guys. They did the same thing every time, like AC/DC.
Yeah.
They did the same thing every time, and they always hit the mark. You know. Again, talking about David Lee Roth on that Sam and Dave tour, he said another word that I hate is party. You like to party? I fucking hate that. Always have. But anyway, David Lee Roth, he goes, yeah, Sam brings the party. I am the party. And it's just, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Whose house are you going to go to? You're going to go to Dave's house? You're going to go to, I'm going fucking Dave every fucking time.
Yeah.
Greatest frontman to ever fucking grace the stage. David Lee Roth.
Yeah.
Amen.
It was mainly that one segment of the interview where he was like throwing shade at David's singing voice. I just couldn't. I was like, oh, Sammy, no, don't do it. You're making yourself look like an idiot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's way more to it than that.
Yeah. That's exactly right. There is. It's, you know, the reason why he is the greatest frontman of all time is not because of the splits in the air or the banter or it's delivered what was in the package. They delivered it every fucking time.
Yeah.
What a great subject.
Thanks for indulging me.
Oh yeah, thanks for watching that, because I wouldn't watch it. I like Dan Rather. I think Dan Rather is an incredible journalist, but he's also,
it was a good interview. Yeah.
He's one of these. I like him or not, Larry King was kind of the same way. He would dig very deep in an area that the artist was maybe not going to share, but would ask the question in such a way that you would reveal. You would, reveal it, and it's really nice hearing how these people perfected their craft or shaped their craft.
Yeah.
Again, I highly recommend the book "Crazy from the Heat," David Lee Roth's book that he wrote in I think mid '80s, late '80s. But if you're ever curious on how to steer a rock band, that's your blueprint right there.
Yeah. All right. Looks like we got some traffic.
Yes, we do. They're all pondering the topics we've given them. Let's slow down and think about this.
Sammy's are on the left.
Yeah.
Get over here.
Yeah. We've got 2 nights, Friday, Saturday at Gillespie's, and both nights are sold out. So here we go. We're going to have a little footage. We're going to have a little wreckage. We're going to have a little, we're going to have some tales to tell about that. Very exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff.
Episode 355.
That's right. SlapperCast, number 1 rock and roll podcast in the world.
All right.
So we put a button on this, put a bow on it. All right. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for slapping along with us, Blaggards. And if we don't see you before Christmas, I hope you have a great Christmas. If we do see you before Christmas, I hope you have a great Christmas. We are excited, and we also got some. Last thing. We also got some news. We've been working on we're still mixing down the live record, but we do have some very, very, very fun stuff indeed to be sharing with you very soon. So, live record, new year, early. Here we go.
All right.
See ya.
Cheers.
See ya.